Hola y bienvenido a Learn Spanish en SpanishDict.com. Soy Paralee Whitmire y soy tu profesora. Hoy aprenderás las diferencias entre por y para, como destination, salgo para Grecia mañana. Exchange, pagué $15 por estas botas. Y mucho más. ¡Vámonos! ¿Cuáles son los temas más difíciles para estudiantes? Uno fue el subjuntivo y uso fue porque no es difícil ahora, ¿no? El segundo es ser y estar, que ya aprendiste también. La tercera es la diferencia entre por y para, que significan algo como for. Las dos palabras tienen otros significados, pero for es la definición más básica. And while both of these words mean for in a lot of cases, they also have very distinct uses. And just like ser and estar, a lot of native speakers will tell you there are no rules about when to use por or when to use para, just like the subjunctive as well. It is something that you have to feel. But until then, you know I have some acronyms for you to help you know when to use one or the other. PRODS for para and DREAM for por. Let's go ahead and start with para, which is generally seen as an endpoint or goal of an action, indicating purpose, a recipient, an opinion, a destination, a deadline, or a standard. Let's start with the P, purpose, or a goal that will be achieved. A loose translation other than for here would be in order to. Por ejemplo, voy al supermercado para comprar aguacates y lechuga. I am going to the grocery store in order to buy avocados and lettuce. Hace una semana, fuimos al lago para hacer esquí acuático. Last week, we went to the lake in order to go water skiing. Siguiente, tenemos recipient. In this case, para indicates who an action or item is for. Por ejemplo, este cuadro es para mi madre. This painting is for my mother. Andre le llamó para Ángela. Andre called for Angela. Después de recipient, tenemos opinion. Puede significar according to or for. Para mí, el fútbol es más interesante que el golf. For me, soccer is more interesting than golf. Los dragones y los brujos son reales para mi sobrino. Dragons and wizards are real according to my nephew. Cuarto, tenemos destination, whenever you want to indicate where a person or object is going. Salieron para Grecia anoche. They left for Greece last night. Este vaso es para el museo en París. This vase is for the museum in Paris. Sexto, tenemos deadline. To indicate when something is due, use para to indicate a time or deadline in the future. Para can translate to mean at, by, on, or for in this case. Nuestra cita es para las 9:30. Our meeting is at 9:30. El festival es para el sábado. The festival is on Saturday. Y finalmente, tenemos a standard, meaning that you can use para to compare something or someone to others within a group. Por ejemplo, para una tortuga es muy rápida. For a turtle, he is very fast. Esta es muy deliciosa para una salchicha barata. This is very delicious for a cheap hot dog. ¡Qué bien! Es todo para. Purpose, recipient, opinion, destination, deadline, and standard. ¿Estás listo para por? Me gusta usar el acrónimo DREAM. Duration, reason, emotion, exchange, and mode of communication or transportation. Empezamos con de, duration, when you want to describe for how long something takes to happen. Por ejemplo, jugamos al juego de mesa por 2 horas. We played the board game for 2 hours. Estuve en el baño de burbuja por 30 minutos. I was in the hot tub for 30 minutes. Después tenemos reason or motive. Use por to give a reason for why something happened. Y puede significar because of. Por ejemplo, por su amor de animales, es vegetariana. Because of her love for animals, she is a vegetarian. Pedí más comida por el número de gente que vino. I ordered more food because of the number of people who arrived. Tercero, tenemos emotion. Use por to describe the emotion you have for someone or something. Tengo tanto amor por ti. I have so much love for you. Siente celos por esa estrella de cine. She is jealous of that movie star. Cuarto, tenemos exchange. Por expresses the idea that one thing is given in exchange for something else. This includes any purchases using money, since you're exchanging money for the item. Por ejemplo, compré el celular por $80. I bought the cell phone for $80. Te daré mi galleta por tu pastelito. I'll give you my cookie for your cupcake. Y finalmente tenemos mode. Mode of communication or mode of transportation or movement. Use por to describe the manner in which something or someone travels. Por can mean through, by, or on. Camino por la plaza mayor cada día. I walk through the main plaza every day. Viajó a Venezuela por avión. He traveled to Venezuela by plane. Hablamos por radioteléfonos portátiles esta tarde. We spoke on walkie-talkies this afternoon. Es todo para por. And if these acronyms are a little too much to remember, just think of por and para as 2 separate parts of this line. Use por for all of the instances here along the line, the journey between 2 places, the exchange of one thing for another, the duration of time between the beginning and end of something. And para is used for all the instances here at the end of the journey. The person something is given to, a due date for something, to specify a destination. And remember, native speakers don't use these acronyms, which means that there are always exceptions to any rules I can give you. But you can use the acronyms to develop your feel for when to use them. Do you think you're ready to test your por and para knowledge? I'll show you 2 sentences at a time, one using por and the same using para instead. You read the correct sentence aloud and the reason why you picked that sentence. I'll leave the acronyms at the top of the screen to help you out. ¿Listo? Compré las botas para $40. Compré las botas por $40. Por, because it is an exchange, money for boots. Viajamos para Grecia mañana. Viajamos por Grecia mañana. Para, because it's a destination. Para mí, el chocolate es el mejor. Por mí, el chocolate es el mejor. Para, because it's my opinion. Corremos para el parque cada mañana. Corremos por el parque cada mañana. Por, because you're talking about running through the park every morning. ¡Qué bien! Es todo para hoy. Get the video podcast from iTunes if you'd like to review this lesson on the go. You can also see a written explanation of the differences between por and para in the grammar section of the reference page at SpanishDict.com/reference. There are also extra practice exercises at the bottom of the page. You can review the vocabulary in this lesson at SpanishDict.com/learn for all the flashcards, the quizzes, the writing and speaking assignments, the forum, and video chat. As always, everything at SpanishDict.com is completely free, so check it out. Until next time, hasta luego y adios.